what's embedded in your subconscious mind and the original truth that you had about the world has to be rewritten or outweighed by the new suggestions that come in. Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Haley Hoffman-Smith and I am the friend who helps you achieve your pipe dreams through manifestation and motivation. Can I get a yes? Tonight I wanted to talk about how I do subconscious reprogramming, which just is like a basic lesson on the subconscious. Your subconscious stores everything that has ever happened to you, which means that if you heard a conversation when you were napping as a child about lack mindset and someone was saying, oh, there's not enough money or it's unrealistic to go after big dreams, even if you were napping, or you could have been a very small child in a class or in the backseat of your parents' car, if you heard this, you did internalize it. And I can recommend some really good books like The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph D. Murphy, or really any book on the subconscious that gets to the heart of the fact that our subconscious mind is really what rules our life experience. So I'll just go there. I'll make that very cursory. I'll do lots more videos about the neuroscience behind manifestation, but it's important to understand just how much your subconscious runs the show to understand why subconscious reprogramming is so freaking important for manifesting the life of your dreams. So what do I mean when I say subconscious reprogramming? Because I know that sounds like, what? Is she gonna like hook herself up to a brain machine at night or something? No, none of that. And by the way, I wanted to say that this is not a sponsored post. This is actually just what I use and what has been really helpful to me. And it is called the Think Up app. So essentially, this is how this works. Every single night, your brain descends through a series of brainwave states. So right now, as you're listening to this, you're probably in a beta brainwave state. I am for sure, because I'm talking to you. I'm trying to think about the next thing that I'm gonna say. I'm trying to communicate this in a way that's very effective, in a way that you can understand me. So my mind is like completely up here in this beta brainwave state. I went over to my computer and started to write a journal entry. I would go into an alpha brainwave state. So think of that as like the flow, or when you're relaxed, usually when you're watching TV, you're in an alpha brainwave state, which by the way means you're more susceptible to suggestions. So we actually do internalize everything that we hear on the TV and in commercials, but more on this a little bit later. Below that is the theta brainwave state. So this is right when you're falling asleep at night, and this is the sweet spot that we're about to talk about in depth. And then your delta brainwave state as when you're asleep at night, which is also super, super susceptible. So here's how this works. In these lower brainwave states, your subconscious mind is more open to suggestions than at any other time. Usually you're just operating out of your conscious mind, which is why it's not really effective if you say over and over again, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, when you're in your beta brainwave state. It's not gonna work because it's not gonna filter through anything, which is why a lot of people get frustrated with affirmations and they're like, I tried that didn't work for me. No, you can't listen to them while you're awake. You can't state them while you're awake. It's gonna take a long, long time because your subconscious mind is going to choose the truth that it knows for sure. Which means that if you've heard your entire life that there's no way you can be a millionaire, all of a sudden it's starting to say something like, I am a millionaire, your subconscious mind is just not going to accept it whatsoever. It's not going to be like, oh, here's new information. Use this information about my new abundant status to replace the old information. Rather, it has to be something where what's embedded in your subconscious mind and the original truth that you had about the world. By the way, truth, this is very subjective. It's not actually the truth, it's your beliefs about the world, has to be rewritten or outweighed by the new suggestions that come in. So the most effective way to do this is by doing subconscious reprogramming at night through this app that I'm about to talk about. The way that this app works is that you record yourself saying certain affirmations. So maybe there's big goals that you have for your life. There's things that you want to experience. There's things that you want to have. Maybe it be your dream car, your dream vacation. You want to feel wealthy. You want to feel freedom. Whatever it is, all fair game. You'll record yourself saying those affirmations into the app, and you'll say it as if you already have it. So say, for example, you really want a career that gives you the freedom to travel the world in luxury. So you could say an affirmation like, I am so grateful that I have a career that allows me to travel the world in luxury. And you'll record yourself saying that, and then you'll record your other affirmations. Maybe you got one in there about that Range Rover you wanted. You got another about going to Bermuda. And then You play it at night while you're falling asleep. Now, why is this important? Let's go back to the brainwave states. As you're falling asleep at night, you're first going into alpha, so maybe you're reading a book or you're just getting really relaxed. That's pretty good. That's pretty relaxing. That's pretty, you know, open to suggestions. Then theta. Now, we all know that theta brainwave state, but we usually don't remember the things that we think in the theta brainwave state because this is when things get weird. Think about a time that you were on a plane or on a train and you were falling asleep, but you weren't fully asleep yet, but your thoughts were like really strange and weird. I mean, it happens every time you fall asleep in general. Usually, like if we're in our own beds and it's nighttime, we just kind of like skip right past the theta wave state. We go down through it and then we're in delta. But think about a time that you've been kind of going in and out of sleep and it's like you're kind of dreaming, but you're kind of awake and it's just this really weird state. That is the sweet spot. That is the theta brainwave state. And when you are in this state, literally anything that is said to you is going to be registered as truth to your subconscious mind. Now, this is going to take work, right? Going back to what I said, it's not going to be like, oh, you've been told your entire life that money is really hard to make and you'll never become a millionaire. And now that you listen to one affirmation at one time that you were in a theta brainwave state saying that you are a millionaire, you're capable of attracting $1 million, suddenly you're going to be able to attract $1 million. However, it's the best step. It's starting to rewire that. So this is why I use it every single night. And I actually did a podcast episode, which you should check out. My podcast is called Big Conversations with the CEO of the Think Up app named Erit Wald. And this was another really cool, funny thing that happened because I found out about this app through my EFT practitioner, Tiffany Jeffers, who is amazing. She told me I really needed to use it in addition to doing emotional freedom technique, which I'll do another video on, but if you want more resources about it, I've linked them down below. I started to use it. I realized how impactful it really was. Essentially, my first experience with it was trying to manifest or get my subconscious mind in a state where I really felt like I could bring into my space my dream New York City apartment. So this was right before I went apartment hunting. This was a time that I was really worried about being able to sustain a life in New York City as I moved out here. I was, you know, running my business and I just gave every detail of what I wanted my New York City apartment to look like in this affirmation app. So the big floor to ceiling windows, which I'm sitting next to, a big white kitchen, which you can't really see from here, but there is a big white kitchen. You can also check out my apartment tour video if you really want to see how it all came together. But essentially everything that I said and that I put into the app happened. And I know that kind of sounds like it could be gimmicky or it could be too good to be true. And I promise you there are also things in the app that took way longer than a month to actually manifest to fruition. But my point is, it's so effective and one of the best and most effective, as I keep saying, techniques that you could possibly use to manifest the life of your dreams or anything else that you really want to have or to experience. So here's the best way to get started. You can use the app. Again, it's called Think Up. I'll show it to you right now. It comes in and it says develop a positive mindset. Then you can go in here and record. So we can record one together. Let's do add, and let's say the affirmation will be, I am so grateful to have 50,000 YouTube subscribers. Type it in. And something that Erit Wald, the CEO and founder of the app, told me was that it's really important to record the affirmations after you've done a meditation or when you're in a really positive high energy state. Because the crazy thing about why this works is that your subconscious mind, first of all, recognizes the sound of your voice. So it's like, oh, that's me talking, it must be true. But it also listens for the emotions that are underlying the voice. So if you're saying something and you feel doubt about it, chances are your subconscious mind is not going to believe it. It's going to be like, well, I hear that they're saying this, but I don't really think it's true. So get into a really good state, think about things you're grateful for, get really excited about your future, and then you can go ahead and press record. I am so grateful to have 50,000 YouTube subscribers. Stop it. And then you're able to just go on in and press play at night, and you can set it for a certain number of rotations. You could even do unlimited loops, add things in, and it's really up to you, which is what I love so much about it. So here's a closer look at the app. So when you open it up, it looks like this, and you can choose a really beautiful meditative photo. And you just come down here to press record, and this is where all of your affirmations will be. And if you can see up here, there's ones for like million or abundance or creativity. And these are ones that you can actually get if you go down here to the browse button. You'll see that they have affirmations already written for things like self-confidence, so things like I deserve to be happy and successful. They have it for, you know, happiness and joy or gratitude. And something else that's really cool is that they have experts and published authors, so people who are experts in their field. So we have one on overcoming anxiety if that's something that you want as an affirmation. So like, here's a really good one. With each new breath, I inhale strength and exhale fear. I am learning that it is safe for me to heal and grow. Like, so beautiful. So if I wanted to do that one, I would press add and it would come down into my record as something that needs to be recorded. Something really cool is that I am actually an expert and a published author. So all of mine are about dream chasing if you're interested in that at all. So it looks like the very most popular one is Every Day I'm Getting Closer and Closer to My Dream Life. It was selected by 556 people. And you can also watch a brief video that I did just explaining what the Think Up app meant to me, but a lot of it's just like what you saw in this video. But a lot of really good thought leaders in here who are really good at conceptualizing the best mindset for everything that you want. So, I mean, here's another one. Beauty from within. This looks so good. I am joy, I am laughter, I am peace, I am beauty. I mean, how epic can your mindset become if you're listening to yourself say that every night? So down here, so overcoming challenges, we have new career, love and relationship, mental health, business and career, mindset, including abundance and law of attraction. And as you just choose them, so say that we want this one, my beliefs manifest my reality, and every morning I choose the right beliefs, you can go into record. And if you just scroll down at the bottom of your affirmation list, or obviously this will be like your entire list, if you're just getting started, you'll see the record button. So all you have to do is press record. It has it right here for you so you don't forget what you were going to say, get into a positive state, and then say, my dreams are waiting for me too. Stop recording, and then it will be in there. You can even test it. My dreams are waiting for me too. Sounds good. And then when you go in for practice, the cool thing is that you can just choose right down here how long you want them to play. So this could be a number of loops. Obviously, the more affirmations you have, 10 loops could turn into a good, I don't know, a few hours. Or you could just do a timer. The top that the timer goes to is an hour, so that's where the loops could be good. You could do loop forever if you want to get wild and listen all night. And there's also options to add in a guided relaxation before or after the affirmations. You can also add music, so it comes with some free music. And you can also adjust the volume if you think that the music is too loud or you want more of the music, and then also choose an interval between affirmations. So for mine, it's just 5 seconds. Or shuffle affirmations. I might as well turn that on. I didn't even know that was there. So that is the app. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Help me get to that 50,000 YouTube subscribers, as the app will be helping me with too. And stay tuned for more tips on manifestation, the life of your dreams, subconscious reprogramming, and motivation for dream chasing. Woo!